Hey everybody, so today is continued. It's going to be part 2 of the water line installation and 2 spigots, water hydrants, that I'm going to be putting in. I'm on the second water hydrant, which goes right there. I wanted to go over a couple of things since the last video that have changed. So what has changed is I'm going to put the second water hydrant right here. I may have touched on that in the other video, but it's going right there. And that way when I turn it on and off, or when I turn it on, if I have any drippage, I'm gonna have it where the nozzle is over the catch basin there. And that'll drain on down and out. It makes for good drainage and keep this area dry. And also, I won't have to run from the well to the corner of the shed and back over to here. I'll only have to drive over it once, and the part that I'm going to be driving over, I'm protecting it with Schedule 40 2-inch that I put the pegs through. So I'm going to try to refrain from covering everything up until I make the connection at the well. And so I don't know when. I may do it myself, but I may hire a plumber for that. I did get the other one in last night. I'll take you down here and show it to you. All right, so this is just where I need to make another connection. I ran out of the first 100 foot right here and picked up the second 100 foot right there. I'll have to connect that. I did have to cover over this because yesterday, right in the middle of everything, I had to go get some gravel because the quarry isn't open on the weekends. So covered over this so I can get my truck and trailer and go get the gravel. But here's the other location for this fire hydrant, or not fire hydrant, water hydrant. As you can see, I put gravel in the bottom, covered that weep hole in the bottom of the water hydrant, because when you turn this off, what makes it frost free, where it won't freeze up in the wintertime, is the internals. The valve is down there in the bottom. So when you turn it off, it opens the valve and there's a weep hole down there. And the water that's in the pipe from the weep hole to the top of the nozzle gets released and it comes out the weep hole. And that's going to be below the frost line down there. So that's what makes it frost free. It's pretty cool. So eventually we'll have water to the barn if we ever need it for anything. So that's what I got right there. Hydrant, and I think I got it set the way I want it to be, if you can see it. The nozzle is going to be right over that catch basin, and the PEX connection down way down there, see it, is facing the PEX water line right there. This is my PhD, my post hole diggers. This is the PVC, or the PEX. It's going to connect the supply line to this water hydrant. Water hydrant will be here. The main line will tie in here with a T. I put this on here like that. Put this on here like that. And you take your tool. Here's my tool. And then once that's in there, and right where you want it, about a quarter off the end, take your tool and see there's the jaws, and this little protrusion piece on this pinch clamp is what they call it, a pinch clamp. That goes into those jaws like that. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it goes in there, and you just clamp. And on this particular tool, it has a blue LED light right here, that little white round thing. It'll light up when I get it fully pinched, or crimped down, I should say. And there you go, see it? Okay, and then this tool has a release. You just turn it and it releases. And that's what you got right there. Where is it? All right, here's what I got so far. I made all connections for this hydrant. And if you can see, I got it sitting on that block, just barely. Only because I want a fence post to go right behind it so I can strap this thing to give it some support. But I made all the joints are made up, and they're tight and on there. So I won't fill all that in until I do a pressure. So I think I got it. Let me show you what I got. I know it's a mess right now, but those connections, 1, 2, 3, are made, clamped down tight, and I have 2 hose clamps, one top and one down there, to cinch it tight to that galvanized fence post. That just give it a little support so it's not blowing in the breeze. It's pretty stout. Put a cap on there to keep water from getting down in there. And for looks, all right, so got that one connected. I'm gonna leave it where I can see the connection. You see that brass between, there's a little collar in the middle of that nipple, that's what you're seeing. The pipe won't push any further than that. So yesterday, I took a break and went to the quarry to get some number 57 stone to put on the driveway extension. See if I can get it up here, show you. Yeah. That's 4 tons. The bucket on that loader is ginormous. The lady told me at the scales that the bucket on that loader holds 9 tons. You couldn't even see what I have in my trailer when it was in the back of that, or when it was in the bucket of that loader. The thing was only not even halfway full. So those things are huge. And I think they have a weight scale incorporated in the bucket. So when they scoop it, they can weigh exactly what you're buying. So this trailer will haul 5 tons, but I didn't want to get that just yet because I don't know if I'll need all that. I probably will, because I think I'm going to do the area in front of the shed with some stone, dress it up nice, and that should get it. All right, well, if you didn't know what 4 tons of gravel looks like on the ground, that's it right there. And it's considerably cheaper this way opposed to going to Home Depot or Lowe's and buying it in bags. Just so you know, as of February 25th, this pile of 57 stone was $161 at the Mid-South Aggregate Quarry on Mulberry Rock Road. And I'll show you what it looks like. So it's 3/4 to an inch in size, and it works good for driveways. If you got potholes in your driveways, this will compact pretty good. Especially in conjunction with crush and run, which is what I have down here already. I put that down, let it rain on it, and it compacts real good. And I'm gonna dress it up with this gravel and make it look good. And if it needs it, I'll put some more crush and run on top of that, and it'll be solid. So guys, that's gonna be it for the day. Got that backfilled this so I could drive over it for the time being, but I don't want to cover it with gravel until I get the connection made. I want to see if there's any leaks in case I have to dig it up, but this is looking pretty good for now. And I got 1 water hydrant there and 1 at the barn. And like I said, after we get the water hooked up to the well and check for leaks, then I can backfill everything and it'll be buttoned up, done. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one.